A Clearwater neighborhood remains in fear tonight after a couple was murdered. 8 on Your Side investigator Mark Douglas joins us now live from the Meadows neighborhood where this all happened. Mark.
Jen, it's really quite eerie how quiet and normal this house appears from the outside, but it's a lockdown homicide crime scene, and the discovery of David and Mina Swan's bodies inside this house is about all that anyone is talking about here since Saturday. And now many of these folks in this neighborhood are worried for their own safety. 4 days after the discovery of murder victims David and Mina Swan, investigators are still processing the scene, looking for clues that will point to their killer or killers. It's an unnerving sight for neighbors. People in this neighborhood are scared to death. This gentleman just told me he's worried about his neighbor. He hasn't seen him in 3 days.
I completely understand, but again, I want to reiterate to everybody that it appears at this time to be an isolated incident and not a random act.
Perhaps no one is more shaken than the victim's neighbor and longtime friend who walked in through an open door Saturday and found the dead couple.
I'm still processing it. I didn't sleep last night. I can't get the image out of my head.
Mina Swan was a retired teacher at Clearwater High. David Swan was a retired CPA. They both like to travel with no obvious enemies.
It's a very unique investigation. And there's certain things that we don't put out there because we need to keep them to ourselves.
Detectives insist they're making progress, but that's small comfort to the neighborhood.
Oh, it's been very traumatic for, I think, all the neighbors in the neighborhood. Like I said, this stuff just doesn't happen here in Morningside Meadows.
Clearwater police detectives assure me they are working around the clock to solve this case. But people here in the Meadows neighborhood won't rest easy until someone is in handcuffs. Live in Clearwater, I'm Mark Douglas, News Channel 8.